I can't believe it worked this well. So I've grinded a little tool to help me make the correct curve. Oh. And here is the ladder that some of you have been warning me about. And you're right, I did actually fell down the other day. We're back at Boatman John's workshop and just take a peek at what he's doing with the old teak. It was very, very hard getting the first teak, but we managed. But when we ran out of teak, we had no other possibility than to reuse the old teak for now. This is the patching on the old pieces of teak. It's a lot of work, obviously. There he is, working.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, out of practice.
I don't be on a...
You haven't done anything. You did so much.
Yeah, it's lazy. Almost I use bad words. But yeah.
So this is the result of the gluing, patching in new pieces of teak to the old teak, restoring the old teak from the fissure. And it is in bad condition, as we can see. Suddenly the garage is clean again. How did that happen? Excellent. I prepped the plywood plate and now the template is laying here. I am ready. I just want to check which side is astern, and that's this side. All right, so how can we do this? All right, this is slightly short, so maybe I will just... We can go this way. It's not using it very good. We can do this, but not... Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? We could use this too. It will leave a little bit shortcoming here, but that's really above the underlying deck structure, so it should be no big issue. I think we go for this. What I should remember now is that I need to angle both these sides inward as bow is that direction. This one, however, is flat. Okay. Down here I just have to improvise something. It's not too important, but the template is a bit lacking here. So I guess we'll just make some kind of curve. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. This part is not that important as I said, and it's hard for me to actually get to it. Right, something like that. Good, good, good. Starting by cutting what is straight. Let's check it doesn't reach the floor. That's okay. This blade is really, really bad. Oh, no, it isn't. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So we will angle it this way. Yes, that seems right. How much? This is about 45 degrees. Is that overdoing it? I hope it's okay. Okay. Yeah. There is a resistance somewhere here. I should maybe lift this. Let's see if that works. Theoretically, these should be separated. No, they are. Oh! This is why it went slow. I cut through the support plank. Why didn't I think about that? Nice. Okay. Wow. Maybe at the same time I should cut open an access hatch. Okay, so what I have done here is to flip. So now this is the bow side. Here it is. Do you remember it from school? Back in the garage again. I'm heavily delayed because a lot of things are going on the old yellow hose. I get the southern wall refurbished, and I'm very delayed on the boat right now. I figured before installing this bulkhead, I should install something that the hatch could lean against, so to speak. And that is way easier to do before I install this. Otherwise, I would have to crawl through and work like this, and that sounds like a pain, right? So let's obviously do this immediately. So I will cut these to fit, and then we can go to the boat. Also, I figured that I should start prepping the wheel for the sailboat. It's quite a small wheel actually, but it's okay. It will probably do a job. And I will strip this wheel for the varnish that it has. Obviously that is quite worn, and use this power gel paint remover. Then I will paint it with this paint remover and leave it for a few hours, and then try to get everything off. It should dissolve the varnish. Hopefully it will. Unless the varnish is a teak component, then I have a problem, but hopefully it isn't. If the teak component, I have to do all this by sanding it off by hand. I'm not a patient man, so hopefully this will work. Let's get some stuff. I need a saw, hand saw. Good. Let's just go ahead immediately. All right. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam! Right, then I will screw it. I have these screws I got from Hamran, one of the members of the channels. They are not stainless, but they will do the job of keeping this in place until the epoxy has dried. Quite a long time passed, actually, doing other stuff that came up. But now we're back and continuing. So let's drill out a few holes. There was a few drops of polyester. Good. We have both paintbrush and I guess now, the point now is then what I have left I will use to paint on the actual plate to be able to preserve it a little bit better for moisture. We don't need very much, so I totally forgot to put on gloves to protect my hands when I did the epoxy work. Not recommended. This is an old paint remover. Hopefully it works. If it works, it might be actually quite good because it's the old stuff that is no longer in sale. Probably because it contains stuffs that are stronger than the ones they are selling today. All right, it's time to get this out on the street, so to speak, and clean it a little bit. So let's do that before it dries out, and we do not want that to happen. These gloves are actually excellent because they are quite huge, and I have often problem finding gloves that fits my hands. This is near perfect. I can't believe it worked this well. So the question is, do I varnish it afterwards, or do I just oil it with teak oil? The varnish will leave a clear-coated surface, protected from any filth. The oiling will leave sort of a more natural wood surface, sort of, if I can say it that way, and will need maintenance, but maybe look a little bit more rough and natural, sort of. This is great. Oh yes, and it's a beauty. I am at the yellow house doing paint work at the facade. It's necessary due to the scaffolding we have here. And yeah, it's also dry weather right now, and it's reported rain later. So I have to work as much as possible on this. You can see up here, yeah, as much as possible before it starts raining, and that will of course affect the work on the boat, I'm afraid. Yesterday I painted for about 6 or 7 hours and got 2 layers on the wall. Now today it's work with a small pencil, paintbrush, I mean, to make all the details. Takes a lot of time, but the result will be great. And that's the way, if you would like to have such a house like that, old house, lots of details, then you must be prepared to do the responsibility you have to maintain it the proper way. Too many people are doing only one color, covering all the details in the house. Too many people are covering the smoke chimneys with metal. It looks terrible. They shouldn't own such a house. So, it takes time, but it's also important, just like boat work. Back in the harbor again. Apparently I am in prison, but that is really not the case. At least not yet. This is just some temporary fences of some kind. Anywho, we are here to mount the forward bulkhead. So let's have a look at it. It's not too much to see, I guess. The glue, or what should we call it, that we covered is okay. It's dry or cured. So let's bring it aboard. Right, that's good. It's now a question of where do I glue the piece. There are lots of stuff here to be glued, almost every end grain surface. I think I will place it down on sort of the bed structures and then start gluing it. I need, before doing that, to place a few, yeah, sort of like a few bricks of wood glued to the hull. That makes the marking of where it's supposed to be. So I can carry it with full of glue and just pop it in place, and it will remain there, stay there. It's time to see if the piece we have cut out fits. I haven't tested it, I swear. Since this resists so much, I'm almost tempted to fasten it first and then add the glue. Because this might spill a lot of glue if I don't do it this way. Let's try again. It's not bad, really. It's not bad at all. It's just a little bit awkward, but I think I will like to add just a small layer of glue on the piece before placing it, and then take a lot of time to add the rest. It's a little bit large room right here. I don't get it. I guess we could adjust it a little bit. I did forget to bring the jigsaw. Of course I did, but I have a handsaw that I can use, so I will try that. Yeah, it seems I have forgotten the handsaw as well. And then I only have this. It's a little bit rough, but let's try it. You can see this saw is very, very rough. Let's try to see what happens now. Right, let's put a few markers here, here, and here. Basically, I set some markers, 4 places, and then I can remove and see how close I am to the original measurements. They are all quite near, but not exactly where they should be. So what do I do then? What I could do is, of course, to grind some more of these end grains. I think I will do that. We are within what I will call acceptable parameters, a few millimeters off. That's okay. So I will glue it now. Then it's the inside. Can I see anything in here? That's a good question. I can promise you it's not much to see. Alright, I'm done gluing this forward bulkhead. Now the epoxy must cure, and we are going to the cabin up in the mountains, apparently. When we are back, this should be dry, and I will grind off all the excess epoxy, and then I will glue a curved lip with polyester filler with fiberglass enhancers, and then I will lay some fiberglass mats. And of course I don't need to do that on the other side, as it will probably not slide forward, but it might very well slide backwards when it's punched by the waves. So I wish to make a strong bond that makes it stay in its place. Hopefully that is the case now. All surfaces that are touching something is glued, so it won't start creaking when the boat is moving, hopefully. So yeah, let's go home. We are, as you can see, back in the harbour again. And now it's time to have a look at the front bulkhead and see if it has cured. You may ask, shouldn't I use these wonderful days to work outside? Yes, I should have done that. But work on my hose, the yellow hose, the old yellow hose laying in that direction. How about there somewhere? That has made things a little bit difficult for me to work here. I cannot I have to prioritize the yellow hose. So what I'll do now is work a little bit with the bulkhead inside, as you see. And we are going to the cabin up in the mountains this evening, so it also means no work in the fine days. I will work at the cabin. Sometimes a boat has to suffer. That's life. Let's go to the boat and have a look. Are you coming? So let's have a look. We did this last evening, but since it's very hot in here now due to the sun heating up the boat and the hull is blue, collecting heat, then this is very well cured already and is ready for grinding. So I will grind away the spill on both the hull and the bulkhead, and then I will put glass fiber, not putty, but filler or whatever. I don't remember the correct terms, but I will fill out a smooth edge, so sort of a smooth curve, and later do the fiberglassing to prevent this bulkhead from coming backwards when the waves are smashing against the bow. Very, very nice. Okay, let's go and get the terrible suit I have to wear in order not to dust down all of me. And the mask, of course. Okay. So I've grinded a little tool to help me make the correct curve. So I hope that works well. Now it's time for degreasing. Right, we are here with the filler and it's drying insanely fast, I would believe. So oh, I have the wrong mask. I can feel that. I can smell that now. I must go and change, but I have to get this on first. La 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 la. Incredible. Can you believe it? Oh. All right. Yeah, that worked well. The bulkhead is probably cured. I could start grinding in 15 minutes or so, but I'm not going to because I now have other things to do. So lots of stuff. I have to prepare to go to the cabin up in the mountains. I bought a lot of stuff that are to be transported on the car. So I have to prep for that. So we are ready to leave when my wife is ready, and who knows when that is. Back in the harbor again, and it's raining, of course, and it's supposed to do that most of the week. And there is a delay on Friday, then we will be on the cabin by the sea. But okay, there are work to be done inside the fisher as well. Look at this boat. I remember this from when I was a kid. This is a 23 or 25, I can't remember exactly, but this was a decent boat in the 1970s, beginning of 80s. And today you can have them very, very cheap. And it's considered a small and quite Spartan boat. Anywho, can you see the fisher in the background somewhere? It's here. Anyhow, let's go to the boat. And here is the ladder that some of you have been warning me about. This is a security hazard. And you're right, I did actually fell down the other day. I was climbing down to go home and everything was done. Camera was off and I had my hands full and there was only one thing left. And I took that too. And I actually saw myself losing grip on the last thing I took. And then I stepped on the side of the ladder because everything should be, instead of going 2 times half the amount of stuff bearing it home, I did it only once and I fell. I managed to grab onto this, so it sort of fell over and I ended down there somewhere. It was okay. I managed to scratch myself a little bit and knock my muscle quite a lot, but I'm okay. I will be more careful, of course. One should learn of such. I would like to, of course, have made a proper staircase or something, but they are not very happy about that sort of installations, I guess, in the harbor. So I will do this, but I would need to be very careful. So what's the plan? I wish to complete the forward bulkhead by glassing. I will do that today. So this is of course well cured, and we will just scratch the surface because this is basically okay. And since it isn't a steep angle either, it's not that critical. So let's just get an angle grinder and let's go ahead. So I forgot the Hoover or vacuum sucking machine at home, unfortunately, so I will have to go home and get it. I have pre-cut the fiberglass, the chop mat, and also the woven mat that is cut into smaller pieces due to, of course, it's slightly stiffer to work with. Let's go ahead now, and I need to mix. Before starting to mix the polyester, I will degrease the areas just in case. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Everything is good soaked up, so we'll wait for tomorrow with more work and see how it has cured. If you have enjoyed the video so far, then you have hopefully left a like. Yeah, so back in the yard again, and let's go in the boat and have a look at the fiberglassing we did last evening. Let's have a look. Definitely a strong smell of polyester in here. Let's put the glasses on and have a look. It has cured well, and it seems we had mostly enough of polyester. Just up here I can see a little bit of air trapped inside. That's basically it. Yep, thanks for watching, and if you have enjoyed this video, please consider to leave a like. It's a lot of work making this video, and it's important for us to know if you like it or not. And if you have any comments to the video, please leave it in the comments below. Remember also, there is a possibility to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button, and it's also possible to support this channel by becoming a member. then there is a member button. All right, great. Until next video, have a nice life.